I'm channeling Staple Sisters. If you know, you know. No, I was actually outside meditating, and I was jumped on my cell phone. I was like, I was watching just the animals play. It was lightly raining, just peaceful. So I just put my phone on a live. But then I decided, because it did start raining a little bit, to come inside. So I was like, well, I'm going to do a reading for the collective. And I titled it, What Feeling Creative and Inspired, because I've been feeling really creative. I have my journal. Lots of significance with this feather, my ancestors, but I've had this since 2017, this journal. It's the first entry. So anyways, in 2017 is when I really, I wouldn't say started journaling, but that's about the time that my real spiritual awakening, I was always spiritually awakened, but I didn't practice it. And in 2017 is about the time that my dark night of the soul had already crept up on me, time of my life. But again, I was not aware of that part of my journey spiritually, right? Because I had shied away from it. So I'm laying a foundation. Like, there's a lot written in this book. But it was dark. Like, because I felt like a part of me was like, it was in black and white. Just things I've learned. Like, I started studying symbols, and now, like, tonight, that's so annoying. Stop. So now, whenever I channel, I see symbols, and I do still have to look them up because obviously I don't know all of them. But someone randomly asked me the other day, so when you're getting downloads and messages, like, how does it come to you, Mama D? And I was like, well, a lot of time when I'm journaling or I'm writing or I'm sitting in meditation and thought or what have you. So I thought that I would share what it looks like, because here lately, if you don't stop with thank you, I'm on a live talking to my dog. There he is. See. And he was chewing his blanket, which was annoying me. So, cat's somewhere around here. I'm surprised. Well, I'll shut my door because he senses the energy when I'm in here doing readings, and my cat comes and jumps on top of it. which is okay. But anyway, back to being feelings of being creative and inspired. So you can kind of see, like, this is how it started for me, like downloads and just things that I felt obviously important to write down. And now, after much practice, it becomes like more detailed. I started channeling really hard and writing things again. Let's see, this is September. I have to go back and see. January. So really, the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022. Like, I've been really intently getting downloads and visions. So I started writing and trying to draw things. But here lately, interestingly enough, with this lunar eclipse and super moon, and then we have the solar eclipse right there, and now Lionsgate, I've been channeling writing more in color. I got some 100 gel pens. I had, well, here's one for instance, and they're just sitting over here. And whenever I'm led and guided, I'll look at the pens and I'll pick them up and I'll just write in that color. So, see, it's a way, I guess, of like whatever chakra that I'm feeling inspired by, I write in that color. And I didn't know that knowingly. It was just something that came to me. And I'm fortunate enough to work around a lot of people, and we work in the mental health care system. So they were expressing to me that I was using a form of therapy that I didn't even know. But see, here's green associated with chakras, so it really does come natural to me. Look, there's yellow in here. Like, so what do I mean by getting inspired? That one, yeah. I bet I know which one. Is it this one? Is it that one, Priscilla? I downloaded this. So, yeah, I downloaded that symbol. And I know the significance of the meanings within it, like the triangle, of course, represents 369, right? The power of three, it's triangle manifestations, okay? Mind, body, spirit, angels, ancestors, God, depending on your belief systems and how you interpret the power of three, right? And then in the center is the Wiccan symbol for life. And actually, and the straight line in the center, I was like, is being connected, but that's just the download that I got. It was a super full moon in Taurus, and I was staring at a glass pool and the moon's reflection in that pool of water, and I downloaded that. No, I was not doing drugs. I don't do drugs. Quit that a long time ago, which helped me. Again, going back to part of 1117, when I truly got inspired by my intuition, and I bought my first ever set of tarot deck, and it's in my purse. So this is the first ever deck. So I'm going to use this deck since this was the start and beginning of my journey. But anyways, I wanted to share like some things. I was writing lines to the universe. Chase your dreams, chase your dreams, chase your dreams. And to myself. And then just some crystals, healing crystals that just things that stick out to me, everybody. And I'm doing it from my Kundalini. Because I'm using all of my chakras, okay? What is Kundalini? Kundalini is when all of your chakras are balanced in alignment and you use them together to create, which is what I'm doing here. And I didn't really notice until someone pointed it out to me, because this is part of my journey. And that's how I get downloads. I just wrote something, okay? Okay. So I've been in a really creative flow, and I wanted to really share. There's all different colors of some of the ways that I get inspired, especially with this Lionsgate portal. If you're led to start doing things, don't question it. Just, if there's just really a true inner sense of knowing, and when you operate out of the true sense of love and of peace and of understanding, I mean, it happens like this, right? You don't have to force anything collective. It flows naturally. So I'm learning to create with this flow of natural movement of energy, because I am a Taurus. I am a fixed sign. I'm not very mutable. I don't like change. So I'm being creative with the way that I'm using the changing energies to not stay stuck, right? So I'm writing and creating. For those of you who believe in writing or accessing your Akashic records, I've been doing some journaling about that. So one day I'm going to go back. Maybe I'll write a book one day on some of the things. Well, I guess that might be a confirmation. I guess one day I quite possibly would write a book about some of my life story and my life experience and my journey throughout spirituality. I think it would be interesting. I'm not really there yet as far as putting that work of art into action, but yeah. See, that's how I get inspired about things. It just comes to me. So obviously, write a book. My life. Random. Just, okay, maybe I have to stop saying maybe. My dogs are repositioning themselves. I need to start saying that I was led and guided to start writing some of these things. They're not random thoughts. It's my ancestors, helping me. 1448 on that clock when I looked up. That's a 148. There you go. 148. Look it up. Angel meaning. 148. Why don't I look it up? Okay. And let's read the meaning of it. Okay. My phone agrees. A sign that the abundance that you have worked so hard for will soon be coming into your life, whatever that means. Well, okay. The 7 symbolizes spiritual development, 148 together. Okay? At angelnumber.org. The 7 symbolizes spiritual development, striving for perfection, and secret knowledge. It is a sign of inner voice and of wisdom. No wonder. Because that's exactly what I was talking about, accessing Akashic records, secret knowledge, listening to your inner voice and wisdom. Listen, when you see angel numbers specifically at that moment, look at them. I'm writing that down because that is a confirmation for me. And collective, take a moment, write it down, okay? Spiritual development. 148, spiritual development collective, okay? Inner knowledge or secret knowledge, not just inner, it says secret knowledge. So this is associated with Akashic because that's secret knowledge, right? It's the secret book of your life, I'd like to say, DNA, what have you. And it's a sign of your inner voice. Beautiful. All right. So, having said all that, I'm going to use my original deck. Let's do a reading. I was just sharing ways that I was, inspired, what have you. So, yeah, but we're going to use my deck, my original. Let's do a reading. Look at that. Looks like a gateway opening up to abundance. Look, this card fell out. 7 of Pentacles, right? Waiting on that return. Knowing all the work, effort, and energy that you put in is going to reap rewards. Bountiful rewards, I hear. Bountiful rewards. Thank you. Taking that leap of faith. Taking a leap of faith. After having healed and being able to look at your reflection in the mirror, being balanced, liking what it is that you see, what you've accomplished in your life, feeling a sense of success, sense of pride, right? Because you've done the work. Like art, mandala. Someone that I was coloring, reminds me of someone coloring, like adult coloring book. Coping skills, like Phoenix rising from the ashes. Time of healing. Temperance was in reverse, but it's your balance on each side of it, collective. This is what the collective is working on. Temperance is in reverse because the healing time is about done. It's about major change that's now coming in. Oof. You see those cards? All of them. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Look. It's on the bottom of the deck. Success, victory. Tibetan flags are hung and Norse flags were hung when warriors would come home, right, to welcome them as a sign of success and victory. Could be reading for someone, quite possibly, that has that bloodline. Yeah. Write if you're dreaming about your past lives. That's why it's important to write your dreams down. Because you'll learn a lot about yourself and what you did in past lives. Side note for someone. Started out strong on one's own, working on one's intuition, right? Having tower moment after tower moment. Shadow work, dark night of the soul, going within, away from everyone else, but growing your wings and ready to take flight, right? Taking the time to go through the work and becoming a phoenix rising from the ashes. From the Nine of Pentacles, which is the minor of the Empress, which you're working on Empress energy because there's judgment here, right? Then you have the World, then you have the Fool, which is new beginnings, making a major judgment call to rise from the ashes, complete that cycle, and begin again. Spiritually, mentally, physically, work, however this is associated with you, right? The Tower comes in to change your circumstances because there's better things happening. And when you're going through it, you might actually feel like you want to give up, right? But if you just hold that vision, look, hold that vision that you will rise again, bigger, better, badder than before. And also not badder, but just kick ass, lessons learned, right? A better individual because of all of it. Listen, it's the same thing as I was sharing. Listen. Some of you receiving protection, guidance, right? But like I was sharing, my journey started in 2017 and it was a long journey, right? I had to go through all of these tower moments and feeling loss, but I journaled about that loss and that pain. And that's the temperance, right? I journaled about it. I used that pain as fuel and as power to learn my lessons and come back from it. So, collective, this is the end of a very old cycle for all of you, too. For those who watch later as well, making a judgment call to come back, right? But with a different way of living, a different way of creating. You're not the same person. You're the same person, but you're not the same person. This is not about anybody else. This is about internal work, collective. That's what this is about. This is about doing the work internally. It's Taurus energy, becoming solid, stable, right? So I'm sitting on my feet. And also remember, okay, when you are journaling, or some of you say you're thinking and you're putting things in perspective, like of really what it is you want to do in the future, write about it, especially right now. Write about it. Write your dreams. I have a page that says nothing but chase your dreams. It says chase your dreams, chase your, like, writing to the universe, I'm chasing my dreams. I'm chasing my dreams. I'm going after it. Dreams aren't going to chase you, honey. You got to go out there and chase your own dreams, right? You get like thoughts and like intuition and like things that you're naturally good at, like, and you just know that you're meant to have that as a part of your life. Do it. Collective. is another one of my favorite decks. I believe that'll be around for a really long time with me. Making that judgment call to become a phoenix rising from the ashes, not laying down. Not going to take it. We'll rise again. The gardener. 2 sevens. What I heard. Non-judgment, acceptance, and being self-compassionate. Standing proud in a lush green garden, a woman holds a growing bulb in her arms. 2 small houses spring from the plant, and her scope is transformed into a house. She is the gardener of her soul, the caretaker of her home. Her feelings are the flowers of her garden. By taking care of herself, she keeps growing stronger. But sometimes uninvited guests invade, intruders like jealousy or maybe shame. But if we recognize things as neither good nor bad, but something that needs to be looked at and accepted, then we can treat ourselves with compassion and keep it blooming. Look, and it becomes this. This is the bulb. Now this is what you're creating, pure love. This is me in 2017. This is me now in 2022. Absolutely, I can identify. How does this resonate for all of you, collective? Because this is where you are, or this is where you've came from, and this is where you're going. This is your creation. This is your time of inspiration. Write your own book of dreams. Write your own book of dreams, collective. Okay? How beautiful. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe button. If you just joined, please watch this from the beginning. Lots of groundwork. It's quick, though. I hope that I make this interesting and I help all of you water your garden and grow. Okay? Love and light, Mama D.